It has happened. As we all probably know by now, social media giants have been censoring conservatives for a long time now. Slowly but surely deleting and banning accounts. It really started when Milo was banned from Twitter several years ago, and it has gradually become worse and worse, almost like a boiled frog strategy. More and more prominent conservatives and right-wingers have gotten banned from social media. But now they've probably done the most brazen censorship yet. Facebook and Instagram has just banned Paul Joseph Watson, Laura Loomer and Milo. And not long ago Faith Goldie was banned as well because Facebook decided she was a quote white nationalist, something that is now banned on Facebook. However, black nationalism and other forms of nationalism is not banned. Milo and Laura Loomer was banned because they had dared to voice support for Faith Goldie, Tommy and Gavin McInnes after they had been banned by Facebook previously. Does anyone else not find this extremely disturbing and Orwellian? Facebook decided to ban these people, and then if you support their right to free speech, then you get banned as well. Better toe the party line, comrade! It seems like Paul Watson was banned for no other reason than his political ideology, for having the gall to voice his opinions while being conservative. He did not violate any of Facebook's terms and conditions, yet he was banned and branded as quote dangerous by Facebook. Excuse me, when did Mr. Zuckerberg become the judge on who is dangerous and not? Because Zuck basically just labeled all conservatives as dangerous. Paul does not have any extreme views, in fact he is quite moderate. As well, Facebook has banned people from sharing links to Infowars and Infowars video and radio segments. This is Big Brother in overdrive. The big boss Zuckerberg deciding what is and isn't acceptable. And get a load of this. If you support people that Facebook doesn't like, for example Gavin McInnes, Tommy, etc., you will actually get banned for that. One of the reasons Loomer was banned, as I said, was because she had been working with Gavin, or supporting these people. This is Orwellian beyond belief. It reminds me of the social credit score system that they have in communist China. If you don't toe the party line, you're going to have some problems. Better behave, comrade, be careful so you don't have a little too much to think, because we don't allow that in the glorious People's Republic! Not only have they banned Paul Watson, Milo and Loomer from Facebook and Instagram, it gets even worse. Friends can't even post photos posting together with these people that Facebook has now branded as quote dangerous. If you post photos of Paul Watson, Loomer, Milo, they will take your post down. These people have simply been blacklisted from Facebook and Instagram. Persona non grata. Do you want to live in a world where a tech giant suddenly can decide that you are dangerous and should be blacklisted from the internet? It's time to speak up for freedom and freedom of speech before it's too late. Before they completely censor anyone with dissident opinions, because that is the way we're heading, guys. It's time to value our freedoms and refuse to give them up. Now, to try and seem unbiased, Facebook also banned Louis Farrakhan at the same time, but I don't think this fools anyone. This was directly targeted at conservative right-wingers. Is Facebook gearing up for the 2020 elections? I think they probably don't want a repeat of 2016 when Trump won, because he won a lot thanks to conservatives on social media like Paul Joseph Watson. He was the one who brought up the issue of Hillary Clinton's health during the campaign, which received a lot of attention, for example. But now Facebook has deemed these people as dangerous, so no more voice for them. Sorry! Facebook disliked their political ideology, so no more free speech. This is probably the worst censorship I've seen since Soviet times. I think we need to talk about free speech, because it's probably the most important human right there is. We need to be free to think whatever we want. In a democracy, whatever happened to I may disagree with your opinions, but I sure will defend your right to say them. This should be a basic principle for anyone who values freedom and liberty. Yet it seems more and more nowadays the new far left are opposed to this. They're authoritarian. They don't like when anyone has different opinions to them, so they want to shut them down because they know they can't win an open and free debate. Conservative ideology will win every time, so they simply just want to shut down their opposition. Winning! They shout with their fingers in the airs while they've actually lost the argument. Because that's the only resort they have when they lose the argument, is to come with ad hominem attacks, call people names and try and shut down their opponents. As you know, censorship is very dangerous and never works. The Soviets tried to censor. Didn't work. When you censor something, you only make it more popular and people will find a way to find what has been censored. Censorship always backfires and actually risks radicalizing people, which is something we don't want. So free speech is incredibly important. And today, social media is the de facto public square of speech. If someone is denied access to it, they're being denied their free speech. Access to social media is a civil right. And I really am tired of this lame argument from boomer conservatives that free market private companies can do what they want, blah 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 blah. You know, really? So should banks be allowed to deny you service because of your political opinions? Should private phone companies deny you access to your phone because of your political opinions? Should a postal service refuse to send you a letter if they think you wrote something offensive? Of course not. Basic things like this should be available to everyone. When huge corporations basically have a monopoly, you know, like in the phone, like Google and Apple, they have a monopoly on the phone market. Social media, basically Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, a few of these big companies have monopolies on the social media market. When things are like that, everyone must be able to have access to it. Then you cannot deny it. You cannot come with this argument that, oh, they're a private company, they can deny whoever they want. No, they have monopolies. They should not be allowed to deny anyone access to basic services, you know, like electricity, free speech on the public square, on the internet, phones, you know, things like that. Just imagine 10 years time with all these smart fridges and whatnot, what will happen? You know, you wake up to go to the fridge to buy some milk, but you get locked out for 24 hours because you said something offensive. That's not very far-fetched, the way we're going. So some might say, well, build your own social media. Okay, where does it end? Build your own internet, build your own banks, build your own government. Uh-oh, on second thoughts, leftists probably don't think that's a very good idea. Trump has commented on the situation, even mentioning Paul Watson by name in a tweet, and retweeting Paul Watson and retweeting Lawrence Sudden even, and he's even tweeted InfoWars videos. And he says that they're monitoring the situation on social media very closely. Fine, but I think we're past the stage of monitoring the situation. I think we're past that. We already know they're censoring conservatives. It's time for politicians to take action to legislate to support free speech on the internet. Otherwise, the internet as we know it will cease to exist in a few years when all right-wingers' voices online have been silenced. We do have a few free speech social media, thankfully. There are sites like Gab, Minds and Subscribestar. I recommend you follow me on all these platforms. I'll link below. So what do you think about this censorship, guys? Make sure to share this video all you can, hit that like button, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already to never miss videos like this. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Sweden.com and sign up to my email list to get all the latest news, independent news, uncensored news. So make sure to sign up there, and also if you want to support my work, it's highly appreciated. Head over to my donate page because I need your help, guys. The mainstream media are not up to the job. They've got billions in funding. I've only got you guys. So if you want to support my work at all, that is highly appreciated. You can support me on Patreon, where you can do a monthly donation and get different rewards as well, depending on how much you want to support me with, and get access to exclusive posts. Or you can do a one-time donation on GoFundMe if you'd rather do that. Anything is highly appreciated and helps me keep going and producing quality content like this for you guys. Thanks so much. And now a huge thank you to my special Patreon supporters. I couldn't have done this without you. I really appreciate your help, guys.